long time ago, maybe the first year that I did YouTube, I went through Good Housekeeping's list of like best, I think it was the best skincare or anti-aging skincare or something. And it's one of my most watched videos. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I just realized I chipped a nail and it's the worst finger ever to be chipped. Anyway, we'll keep going. And I thought it would be fun. September, Allure releases their Best of Beauty, Editor's Choice and Reader's Choice. And I thought it'd be fun to go through that list, see what I already have, and try to use products from that list to do a get ready with me. And I don't know if I should be excited or horrified that I had something in almost every single category. So there were a few things I don't have that, of course, I promptly went out and bought. It's a mix of high-end and drugstore. You could actually do a full face of drugstore recommended makeup from that list, but I'm going to stay true to mostly what I already have. And I do want to clear up some housekeeping things. This shirt will be appearing in Thursday's video. I try not to wear the same outfit twice, but I wore this yesterday to film a video and then took it off. And then today is, as I'm filming this, is Saturday, September, maybe it's the 22nd. And as soon as I stop talking and finish this video, we are going to watch an Ole Miss football game, and it's Red Day. So go Ole Miss. Please redeem yourself after last weekend's most disastrous appearance against Alabama. Okay, so I have I don't prime. I have washed my face, put on all my skincare, and let's jump into it. So 2 type foundations they recommended were the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue, which I do have, but I don't want that minimal look today since I'm going out to a party, so to speak. The other one they recommended, can you believe I'm still working my way through this little bottle? It's the Estee Lauder Double Wear Stay in Place Foundation, and I have it in the shade Ivory Nude. And one of the tools that they recommended was the Beauty Blender. I don't know how I feel about this list. I would love to hear what y'all think. So I just think it's funny that product that I know I was sent by PR, and I've told you has been sent to me by PR. You never see the magazines say stuff like, or maybe rarely, do you see them in print. It's not a coincidence that the products that are featured in a certain month also are the products that I received in PR the month or two prior. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't have a conclusion. I'm just observing. And now let's get on to concealer. So they recommended a few, of course. And for blemishes, they recommended the NARS Soft Matte Concealer, which I don't have, but I do have the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. It's close. It's not close. It's made by the same company. Does that count? So I really only have one blemish and one that's just a red mark now. So we'll take care of that. And the 10 layers of Estee Lauder Double Wear I just put on should also help cover all that up. I should say that Reader's Choice did recommend the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer, so I'll go with that. And I actually prefer Reader's Choice over Editor's Picks more often than not. I'd like to know if you, and that is a weird light thing coming from somewhere. Sorry. Anyway, I believe this was on the list. I can't remember if it was Reader's Choice or Editor's Pick, but it's the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind. This was one of the products that I did go out and buy. Mine's not clicking already. It's not working. I tried playing with it last night. So I picked the shade Brightener because I feel like it looks very much like my MAC Radiant Prep and Prime highlighter pen. And I'm going to see if this can do the trick by itself. We'll just use a finger to pat that in. Now to set, they recommended a product that I strongly disagree with. It's the it has a long name, Becca Hydramist Set and Refresh Powder. I picked this up, I think in the April Sephora sale, if I remember correctly, or it was a Sephora haul, which is essentially the same thing, but I can't remember. And I didn't really talk about it after that because it's terrible. So I cannot for the life of me, of all the things that were released this year, how they recommended this product over the Hourglass, the new Hourglass one. Oh, see, powder everywhere. Crud. Or the I don't know. There's like a bunch of them that were just released. And if we're talking about ones that weren't just released, because obviously Estee Lauder Double Wear wasn't just released. I mean, new shades were, but a million other ones. So my little cap that's supposed to stay on is already broken off. I really do not like this powder. I feel like it sets in every pore that I don't even have, every crevice I don't even have. When I first got it, when you put it on, it feels like you are painting your face with water on a brush, which is a very strange feeling. I don't like it. And now, and this has been sealed up, now there's no, like, I guess that's a good thing. It doesn't do that anymore. But if that was like the selling point of it, that it feels like you're applying cool water to your face, that property is no longer part of this. So fail. But I will stay true, and I will use this, and I will get a smaller brush to put it under my eyes. Okay, another one they recommended. See, this can't be limited to new additions because this is not new. This is the Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil Bronzer, one of my all-time favorites and always in my collection. And this brush they recommended for blush, and I would have to seriously disagree with that as well. I mean, look at the size of this thing. It would, if you use this to apply blush, unless you have a huge face, it takes up way too much real estate on your face. But this is an excellent bronzer brush. So this is what I've been using for bronzer for a while, and I've talked about it here. It's the It Cosmetics Blush Brush, number 4. And this, it's good for. Add some color. I'm not contouring. I believe they recommended the Kim Kardashian West Contour Kit. Can anyone even get their hands on that is the question. Who knows? Highlighter I'm excited about. I have to admit, I agree with this pick. And I didn't own it, and I had wanted to buy it anyway, so this was my excuse to run out to CVS and grab it immediately. This is the Maybelline Master Chrome Face Studio Metallic Highlighter. I got it in the shade Molten Rose Gold. I actually had in my hands the Rose Gold and the Peach, and it was tough to, look at that metal, I mean, it was tough to decide. The Peach is a little bit warmer, and I'm pretty pale, and I feel like it would have really stood out against my skin. But if you are one shade darker than me, the Peach would look beautiful as well. It's gorgeous. It's very pretty. I played with it a little last night. I mean, I don't know if you can see it because morning sun is hitting me, so my whole face is sort of lit up, but ooh, it's really pretty. I haven't tried it in any other capacity, but I think it's really creamy to the touch. I think it'd be really pretty. See how much, if you used your finger and applied it on your eyelid, then the Peach would be really cute. Ooh, might have to go back to CVS. A favorite blush of theirs are the Flower Pots Powder Blush. I have it in the shade Warm Hibiscus, which has been a favorite of mine for a little while, so it's nice to get that validation. But again, I'm on the fence. Like, how? Okay, I could read the article and get a little more clarification. That would be helpful, Marnie. But, yeah, I don't know how some things make the list. Because, again, this is not a new release. It's newly carried at Ulta this year, but it's been around for a while. I don't know. Let's move on to eyes. So I always start with brows, and I was happy to see that I had something on their list. It's the Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil, something I use every day. So that's easy. I recently did my brows, if you want to call it that. I trimmed them. I just use a small scissors and I comb them up. Well, that's a whole brow. I think I did a video on it. If I did, I'll link it. If I haven't, I need to wait till they grow out again, and then I'll do another video about it. Or I'll do a video, I should say. But they look a lot cleaner now, I think. Another award winner for 2018 was the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Boost and Set. They recommended only the clear version. For the tinted one, I can't remember what it was. I don't have the clear version of this. I do have the blonde, I think it's called. I don't know, whatever the lightest one is, so I will use it. I would have to disagree. I really don't like this. The brush is really fine, which is nice, I guess, except that the bristles are so short, you really can only run this along the surface of your brows. You can't really get in there to set them and move them. So I would have to disagree. I still think, in fact, I got to go back and brush through these. They're kind of, now it's only moved them enough to make them wonky. And if I try to go back in with the brush to fix it, I'm going to get tinted mascara all over my face. So maybe that's why they only recommended the clear version of this. But either way, there are better brow gels out there. Let's get on to eyeshadows. Actually, before we do that, the eyeshadows I'm picking are all shimmery, foily kind of ones. So I need a little something matte in the crease. I'm just gonna go back and use my Too Faced with a fluffy brush and use that to contour, so to speak, my crease. Concentrating it mostly on the outer side. I'm not going into the corner just yet. I'm carrying it straight across into the nose. The eyeshadow that they that won the award are the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows, and I have a whole, well, this isn't even all of them, but I have quite a stack of them, and these have been around forever. So I'm flabbergasted. Somebody help me out here. Anyway, I'm going to go with one of my favorite shades, Amber Rush. Gosh, this is from a really old video where I compared this to, I think it was, I can't remember the MAC shade anymore. It wasn't Wood Winged. It's a dupe for a MAC shade, and it's been so long since I've been using MAC shades that I've forgotten the name of it. That's terrible. Anyway, best applied with a finger if you really want that metallic effect. And I'm just putting it all over the lid. It's such a beautiful color. If there's one drugstore shadow you pick up the L'Oreal Infallible Amber Rush. It looks pretty on every skin tone, on every eye color. If you have green eyes, it makes them look really green. If you have brown eyes, it makes them look really warm and rich. It's just, they're really pretty. Okay, now I want to deepen the outer corner, and I'm going to use, mine's really old and it's called Endless Chocolate, but I think they rebranded it and now it's called Bottomless Java. You know what? No, it's not that it's old. You know what? I bought this in Europe. That is why. And so that's how old this is, because it's been a few years since I've been back to the UK. Anyway, I'm just taking what is this? A MAC 217, and I'm just kind of lightly stamping that in the outer corner just to deepen it up a little bit. I don't normally do shimmer on top of shimmer in the outer corner, but the only problem, well, it's not a problem. The only thing about the Infallibles is they don't come in any more satiny matte shades, which I guess would make sense. That's not really what they're supposed to be about. I'm gonna blend that out with the bronzer. It's a little darker than I want. Actually, with a fluffy brush, my trusty discontinued double-ended brush from Walmart, it actually blended out really nicely. I am gonna take some of that annoying pressed or loose powder I have and kind of go over it a little more. I'm going to take Iced Latte. I see a theme here. Another dupe for another MAC shade. Can't remember which one. And I'm going to use a tiny little brush. I'm going to add that as a highlight in the inner corner. I'm actually going to run it all the way under just to open up my eyes a little bit. I'm going to just blend it a little with my finger. Now for eyeliner. So for one of the award winners, again, was one that's so old that I've had the whole collection because Lancome sent it to me, and then I threw them out because they'd all dried up. And they were amazing for years until they got old. And those are the Lancome Drama Liquefies. They were the pencil eyeliners, and all the colors are so beautiful, and the just normal like boring brown and black, those creamy and amazing, and I prefer them over the Urban Decay pencils. But like I said, mine were so old, they're long gone and out of my collection. One they did recommend for the best black was this one. So I picked this one up from CVS yesterday. This is the Maybelline New York Master Precise Skinny Gel Pencil, and it is in black. And it is allegedly waterproof as well. At least that's what it said on the package. I don't wear black often because I feel like it really closes up my eye. But I like that this is so super skinny that it's really not going to make a difference. I used it yesterday. I did get rained on. It didn't run, so I guess it is. Except I noticed when I first put it on, I got it a little too close to my inner corner, and it actually got into my tear duct and dribbled down. So just be really careful. It's nice that you can get really up close and tight to your waterline or to your lash line, but don't get it too close to your inner corner. It will move around and get into your eye. So I'm just gonna very closely run this along the lash line, and then I'll be right back. Okay, I do wanna point out, I don't know if you can see this tiny dot on my finger. If I pull it back a little, it'll be in focus. There we go. I have two of them actually. Not even 1/8 of an inch was sticking out, and I broke my pencil twice. So just be careful. I thought I was being extremely gentle. I will say it's beautiful. It glides on very smoothly and all that. But if you are looking for a drugstore gel eyeliner, the Flower Beauty ones, in my opinion, are far better, and they come in colors: black, brown, a beautiful deep green. I think there might be a copper. I could be mistaking a navy, a purple. So I don't agree with this choice necessarily. I think this is really delicate, and I don't like it. Okay. Mascara, they recommended an oldie but a goodie, the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I got it in very black. Let's just pop that on. I haven't used this in so long. Let's see if it's as good as I remember it. So it took me quite a while. It's actually pretty clumpy right out of the gate. I literally just opened this morning. And this is 2 coats. It's not bad, but it's not gonna make me give up my really expensive mascaras for this. Of course, I haven't worn it throughout the day. So if I remember to, I will update in the description box how this wore. But then let's talk about lips. And then, you know what? Nope. Before we get to lips, let's set it. So the setting spray they recommended, no, okay. Was the Urban, I thought I got some on me, was the Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. And I still have a little one of this, and I think it's great. Probably should have done that before mascara, but oh well. Still on the fence about setting spray. I need to really do I keep saying this, but I need to do a video where I set one side of my face and I don't set the other and see if there's a noticeable difference. Anyway, back to lips. So they recommended a few, and I actually had some of them. One was the YSL, I can't pronounce it, what do they call it? Tatouage Couture Liquid Matte Stain, and I've had this for a long time. I mean, look, the cap's been dinged and everything, so I don't know why they picked this. Again, I know, beating a dead horse. One I really, really also like, it's a new favorite, is the Dior Addict Lip Lacquer something or other. And I have it in the shade Pretty. I think it's a little more than I want to wear today with this red top. So another one they recommended that is also drugstore is by Revlon, and something I've never tried before, and I think it's the perfect shade. They recommended like different nudes depending on your skin tone, and this was for the fair skin tone. And what is this called? It is the Revlon Ultra HD Gel Lip Color in HD Desert. And I have foundation all over my lips, and I have no lip balm, but let's just go for it. I did try it yesterday, so I do know what color it is. It has like a fruity scent to it. It's not unpleasant, it's just a little different. I think this is a pretty shade. I guess it's neutral. It's a more brown neutral. I think I would debate whether this is a true neutral or more of a brown tone, but again, I'm wondering why this one. Anyway, let me fix my hair and I will give you my final thoughts. Okay, I didn't fix my hair. I just wanted to come say what I wanted to say, and then I'll go fix my hair. So, final thoughts. I like this look. I think it's pretty. I don't necessarily agree with everything that Allure picked, but at the same time, I get strangely excited when they picked an award winner that I actually agree with. I don't know. Let me know what your thoughts are. Do you look at this list? Do you use it to help you shop for new products? What do you think about it? I would love to hear your thoughts. I need to fix my hair. I'm distracted now by my frizzy, untamed mess. And then remember the pencil that broke? It is now all over me. So I gotta go fix that all up and get to a football watch party. Hope you're having an awesome day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.